Now, we recently had the holidays come and go, and with the holidays we like to get in the kitchen and start making our favorite dishes. And what I want to do with you, I want to share a favorite dish that is near and dear to my heart, and that's my Aunt Bebe's collard greens. Now, my Aunt Bebe is one who's responsible for me learning how to cook a lot of these traditional southern dishes, because this woman here, man, she had an amazing gift for cooking. It was just, she could make 5-day-old skunk taste like filet mignon. I just want to, pass on that legacy and, bring some joy into your life through cooking. Because here at Urban Harvest, we love growing our own food. I would be amiss if we didn't show you a true garden to plate pathway. Now, of course, here, being a southern gardener, I have to do some collard greens or mustard greens. So let me go ahead and put you on to some Aunt Bebe's top secret collard green recipe. Let's get it. So I got my batch of greens from my garden. Now, I was a little bit short-handed, so I had to grab a batch from Walmart. So I got about 2 batches from Walmart and about a batch and a half out my garden. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean, destem, and chop up the collard greens. Now, I'm gonna also take those rib centers and cut those out. And this is just mainly because nobody in my family likes that. There's nothing wrong with them. It just gives it a better texture. After I got those clean, chopped up, destemmed, and de-ribbed, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my herbs and spices. And that's gonna be my garlic, bell peppers, and onions. And chop them up by hand. I recently just picked up this little vegetable chopping doodad on Walmart for a few bucks, and it kind of helps me expedite the process because I believe in working smarter, not harder, right? Working like a fox and not an ox. So I got all my peppers, garlic, and onions all chopped up. Then I'm gonna also chop up my meat. Now, for the meat, traditionally we used to use fatback or salted pork, but here, being that I'm trying to eat more healthier, I tend to lean more towards either smoked turkey necks or chicken sausage. For this particular recipe, all I have is some smoked turkey necks. Once I chop all that up, I'm gonna throw all that good stuff in the skillet with a little bit of sea salt and a little bit of pepper and a little bit of olive oil. And I'm gonna let that saute kind of brown for a minute, bring out that flavor. And while that's sitting there sauteing, marinating, modulating, I'm gonna go ahead and pour my chicken stock into the pot. Now, I'm gonna pause here for station identification. What makes these grains slightly different than kind of how I've always been taught, and I'm gonna show you real quick my secret ingredient, but you gotta promise not to tell anybody. Here you go. Secret ingredients. It's going to be diced tomatoes. I like to use the ones with the basil, oregano, and garlic infused in it. Or if I'm really feeling spicy, I'll go for the Rotel, the medium, to give it just a little bit of a kick. I'm telling you, you're gonna like it if you like little slightly spicy foods. So with that being said, throw all that in the skillet, let that kind of saute, marinate. Chicken broth is in the pot. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take those chopped up greens and put those in the pot. Then I'm gonna come back and get all of my goodies out of the skillet, toss that in the pot with the greens. That's the meats, the peppers, the onions. And if you do it right and you get good enough herbs, you really don't need a lot of salt and pepper. It's nothing worse than over salted greens. But what I am gonna do is drop 1 bouillon cube into the pot. Now, if you're using a pressure cooker, you can cook it anywhere from roughly about 45 minutes or to your desired tenderness. If you are using a slow cooker, 6 hours or so, again, depending on the recommended tenderness and how many collard greens you have and mustard greens, because collards are a little bit thicker and tougher than collard greens. And then after that, you may have to add a couple more cups of water to that with the chicken broth, just to make sure you want the water to kind of come above the level of the greens, because what's going to happen is it's going to cook down and you're probably going to end up having to put a little more water or liquid in there as it cooks. So what I like to do is, like, if I do the pressure cooker, I'll do it for like a 25 minute, then I'll release the pressure, then I'll add a little more water, and then I'll do another remaining 20 minutes or so. If you're doing a slow cooker, you just check on it and keep adding liquids as the liquid level goes down. And then after that, the only thing that's left is just to get some hot water cornbread and enjoy your world famous collard greens.
Now, if you like this particular recipe, just leave me a comment, like, and hit that bell, and if you want more recipes like this, I got a few other recipes I think you just might enjoy. Also, don't forget to visit the Amazon wish list if there's anything that you would like to donate to Urban Harvest. We're always willing to accept generosity. Until then, gardening don't gotta be complicated or expensive. Just get out and grow something.